All right, here we are again. It is June 9th, 2020. This is day 8 of the Juice Fast. The goal is 100 days. We'll see if we make it. Yeah, today was another beautiful day in Baltimore. Not a cloud in the sky. Um, let's see here. I'm going to start off with this. It's kind of a gnarly subject, but the results I'm seeing from it are just so amazing that I just have to mention this. And it's a little embarrassing just because of what it is, but it is what it is. And so I bought an enema bag, um, and you know, for those who don't know what that is, it's basically a bag connected to a tube that goes into your anus, and you pump water mixed with, you can do it with coffee, mixed with garlic, salt water, probiotics, all kinds of stuff to cleanse out your colon while you're doing a fast. And it's really beneficial, and it's something that I never did in the past. But when you're fasting, you're not consuming any solid food. Sometimes you'll go a day or two without having a bowel movement, or in the past I would. Um, and yeah, with the the enema, it's really nice because say you wake up and you haven't had a bowel movement in a few hours. Ideally you're having a bowel movement like pretty much immediately upon awakening. That's the ideal scenario. Um, so anyway, I had done a couple previously until today. Um, I did a coffee enema, which is basically you brew a special kind of coffee. It's only roasted at like a lower temperature. So you brew the coffee, you put it in the bag, and then you go through the process. The water goes into your colon, and yeah. So basically, yeah, the water with the coffee is in your colon, and you try to leave it in there for 15 minutes. But as you probably know, coffee is a stimulant, so it's hard to do. Like at 15 minutes, you're pretty much ready to explode, and then so yeah, I went to the bathroom, had about 4 or 5 bowel movements, and you gotta understand, I haven't had any solid food in 8 days. Yet, this black, or not, it's not really black, it's just really dark, this dark tar like feces is still coming out of me. Um, it just makes you think, it's like, how is that possible if I haven't eaten in over a week? So, yeah, it's motivation to keep going. And it's like some nasty, it like smells like something you wouldn't expect feces to smell like. So basically, that's how my day started. Um, so that was amazing just to clear that out, and the anti-inflammation effects you feel when you get that kind of stuff out of you is amazing. Like I'm feeling under my ears and stuff like these. Like it's crazy how how much better and lighter I feel after that. So like once a week I'll do that, just to keep the system going. Eventually, I'll get some colonics done. There's a woman in Baltimore. Her name's Wendy. With Wendy.com, and I had gotten a couple colonics done, which is kind of a different. It's the same exact idea, but with a colonic, you're pumping a lot more water into your colon, um, and it's a similar process, but they essentially accomplish the same thing. They get your bowels moving and they clean out uh, debris that you don't want in there. So yeah, I'll be getting those done down the road, like throughout this fast. It's always good to like maybe like once every 2 weeks or once a week to get a colonic done. Um, Next, they went on an amazing bike ride today. Had a like a God moment. You know, Coincidences to me kind of just whenever that kind of thing happens, I don't think it's just like coincidence. I think everything's connected in some way. So I have a friend who's not going through the same thing as me, but she's trying to heal herself, through food. And she mentioned something about Chinese medicine. Now she wants to maybe study that or acupuncture. And as I'm thinking that, because she just told me that yesterday, I look over in Charles Village in Baltimore. There's free stuff like left on people's doorstep on their steps to their homes all the time, like books and all kinds of stuff. So there's a bunch of books and records. So I'm intrigued to go over there. And like I just thought about her and there's a book about Chinese medicine. Um, I don't have it around me, so I'll show it to you another time. But it's just crazy, like little coincidences like that, especially during a fast when you're very at peace with everything. Um, it's it's pretty amazing what can happen. My light's like freaking out right now. But so yeah, went on that bike ride, had that moment. Also had a doctor's appointment today, and I hadn't been to my doctor in over a year to basically get the same blood work done that I had last year that showed my rheumatoid factor being high. But as I was there, we went into it, and she really looked into my numbers from last year because we never really had a follow up. I kind of bailed on my rheumatology appointment, and she was really analyzing it and looking at the notes, and she was like, it's possible that it's not rheumatoid arthritis, but it could be something else. Um, there's two conditions I'm not going to mention. They're both not as threatening as rheumatoid arthritis, so it really could be great news for me that I wouldn't have to deal with the whole like RA process, because I mean rheumatoid arthritis can just cause so many problems in comparison to other autoimmune disorders. It's definitely something with my immune system for sure, but maybe something not as scary as RA. So that was a good moment, and another God moment happened when I was at the doctor's office. My doctor, we're talking about holistic treatments, and she's commenting on how bright and my eyes are and my skin, and she was asking me what I was doing. I told her I was I didn't tell her I was fasting. I just told her I switched to the raw vegan diet. I didn't want to freak her out with telling her that I was 8 days without food. But as I was telling her that, she was thinking about her friend that had just cured cancer in a similar way. And she was like, should I tell, she was thinking, should I tell Ben this? And then her Apple Watch goes off, and it's the woman that she was thinking of about telling me about at literally the same time. So she kind of freaked out and like put her hands in her head, and she was like, I can't believe that just happened. So when things like that happen, like especially twice in a day, or it's just, I love that. It just makes me understand that, yeah, like I'm on the right path. Keep going, keep doing what you're doing, and everything's gonna be all right. That's another thing I wanted to talk about, is really staying positive. And knowing that everything's gonna be okay no matter what. So that's what I truly know, and yeah, like the days are getting kind of hectic as far as like food cravings and the waves of doubt, like I was talking about yesterday. But it's a beautiful journey, and I'm excited for whatever happens. Let's see what other notes I got here for you guys. So yeah, another thing, really the last thing I want to speak on is, and one of my YouTube mentors, as I like to say, the Life Regenerator, Dan McDonald. It's like there's a video of him doing a 40-day coconut water fast, and he's walking through the rain, like through the forest in Hawaii, and you can just tell he's kind of distraught, and he's got like a lot on his mind. His eyes are kind of bugging out, and he had just gotten in a fight with his girlfriend, or something happened with his girlfriend where he had done something. He wasn't specific about what it was, but it was basically like he couldn't, when you're on a fast and you're not consuming these foods that satisfy you, like those thoughts come up about like who have I screwed over in the past? What kind of, like, what things have I done that are easy to cover up, especially with cooked food. Like, if I'm having a bad thought about somebody I screwed over in the past, and I go, okay, well, I know that like a McDonald's meal or Chipotle will fix that. If I eat Chipotle, like that thought's not going to be there, and I'll probably take a nap right after, and I'll be totally over it and just put it back in the back of my mind. But now, 8 days into this, I'm those things are coming up, and it's like there's nowhere to run, there's nowhere to hide, and it's a beautiful thing when you really think about it, because there's a lot of stuff that I've been putting off in my life, and it's a blessing to know that this is it, and I got a lot of work to do. It's not going to be easy, like not even talking about the fast, just the actual work on myself and cleaning up my past. But I just know that it's the right thing, and you know, as long as I trust in God and trust that, you know, everything's gonna be okay, everything will be okay. So just yeah, stoked to be here and stoked to be doing this. Still feeling really awkward with these videos, but you know, it's just something. It's trying to be consistent with something and shedding some positivity and light on the situation and also helping myself. I don't want to say that I'm not a little bit selfish in doing this just to help myself. So anyway, I'll see y'all tomorrow. Appreciate it.